Good morning. I'm Bob Doyle, and this is my show. Every morning, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m., I'm right here for you. Are you there for me? Well, that has left to be seen. I don't like the way that came out. But I can't think of another way to say it. So what are you going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the room and see that there are already comments going. Thanks. I've been working on it. Yeah, I got a little bit of a, I don't know, I think the dryness in the air is kind of affecting my voice a little. But, you know, I did some voiceover work this morning and I turned it in and I'm anxious to hear the feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas. I am showing you the outside of my... What? Hi, Tommy. Hi, Steve. Let's see if I can pull this off the entire time. I don't think so. You know, I'm hyper-aware now of the buzz that's happening. And it's made even worse by this silly thing that I'm doing. And I forget about it just about every time I stop the show. And then when I come in here in the morning to start the show and I hear that buzz, I go, oh yeah, that thing. I got an idea. Now, oh, why didn't we think of this before? It's the Bob Doyle Show. Well, maybe that's why we didn't think of it before, because it's completely anticlimactic. All right, well, Paul's here, so now we can get started. So I wonder how long I can get away with this. How long before you guys are like, okay... Anybody up for B. Bob's Head today? Just throwing it out there. So, alright.
But see, now the buzz is just like... Rah. When it's up like that, it's kind of, you know, it's almost cute. It's almost a cute buzz. It's almost like you want it. But not this one. This is just nasty. You love Chatimals? Is that what you call these? Is that what they're called? Chatimals? I like that. Say, hi, Jill.
Hi, Jeff.
See, she talked to you. Jeff Adams is in the room. Let's say that again. No. Oh, crap. You know, hold on. One of the worst things about Alexa is when you make a mistake. Any Alexa users out there who can relate? To that, Alexa, play the... Oh, crap. And then how many times have you cursed at Alexa when you screw up what you're going to say? She's talking to me right now because she heard me from the next room, which isn't difficult because I have one in every room. I think I actually have every room covered. Bedroom, hold on. Kitchen, 3 bedrooms, and both bathrooms have an echo device. Some might say it's an illness. Me, I say, hey, get out of my business. This is my life. Why don't you go live your life? Why am I so contentious today? Well, it may be because I never know from moment to moment if I'm going to have an internet connection. See, okay, so now wait a minute. Alexa's now playing some mysterious music in the next room. And the thing is, it could be the one that's triggered by the word Amazon, or it could be the one that's triggered by the word Echo. Anyway, the point is, if I screw it up, hold on, I'm going to just take a while. I know you guys can't hear it, so now I'm just an insane person. What else is GNU? But you know, hold on. Amazon, stop. No. Echo, stop. Oh. Alexa, stop. I think that did it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have success. All right. What the hell? Okay. I turned yours on. See, now that's funny. if you have one and I sit here and tell it what to do. Alexa, Simon says the Bob Doyle Show is the best. Now, right now, Kathy's Alexa should be telling her that. See, that's a fun bit, you know. I just get on here and start controlling everybody's Echo devices. Just giving them random comments or random instructions. And you'll have to mute it. It'll be really annoying. I think, you know, it's surprising how many people have these things. Your Alexa says no. What? Fine. Alexa, what Sarah says, what's the difference between Alexa and Echo? Nothing. The Echo is the device. Alexa is just the name you say. And every time I talk about it, mine gets activated over there. I should think about muting those things before I go live, don't you think? So I'm having a problem today. Duh. This time it's a new one. It's one I've never had before. I can't, you know how sometimes I zoom your comments in up here and then they zoom away? It's not working today for some reason, which is really annoying to me because Dawn attached a picture. And it was funny, and I wanted to show it. It wasn't working. Missy Lee says, I walked by, too. There's an open door if I've ever seen one, and I walked by. Good job. Sarah, okay, so Shara showed constraint. Shara, whoa. Sarah showed constraint. So, look, thank you. I'll just drink that in. Tuesdays are usually Tech Tuesdays, and I'm really having a challenge with that only because, well, for one thing, the internet, but the also thing. This is another way of saying that phrase. Is, you know, like I said yesterday, if I'm going to show my outside, which I almost didn't do today because it's just not very interesting. The past couple of days we've had these great sunsets, and I'm doing this again. I keep pointing to the wrong place. I can't. It's right over here. Why do I do this? Here, it's clearly outside. But there's just nothing really interesting going on out there right now. No clouds or whatever. But I can't share apps with you. You know, because the phone's being used right now. And my iPad, which I could share apps with, is being used to do this. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on a little bit of patchouli from 20 years ago. I'm just going to rub it on my arm here so I can smell it. See? Instant. You guys probably got it. Probably, because I think what happens when we start the show, if I can just be honest with you, is we form a very strong internet. That's a new word that means an energetic connection over the internet. Internetic, or whatever I said, that's the new word. We have that connection, right from the beginning. So you feel what I feel, and I sometimes feel what you feel if I'm not too busy feeling what I'm feeling. So when I got that waft of patchouli and I was just like, you probably felt it, right? It probably came over you like a wave of a swoosh. And you're welcome. Folks, I've got nothing for you today because I have been struggling with technology. Well, I shouldn't say I got nothing for you because I've got this dude. Look, I tried to hide it.
Hello, I'm Captain Ego, and I make my friend Bob's mouth move when I talk for some reason because I don't have one. But trust me, it's not him talking, it's me. So, what is Captain Ego? What's the power I have in your life? What's my superpower? I make you feel limited. That's right, you think you're making good decisions about what to do with your life, playing it safe, and not taking chances, and not expressing yourself because I, Captain Ego, tell you that you'll look stupid if you do it. People will make fun of you. Your life will be ruined. And you believe me because I've got a superhero costume on. And why wouldn't you?
Sorry, I slipped into Law of Attraction Wednesday because that's what we do there. It's basically just a Law of Attraction puppet show every week. Now, I bet you saw the wheels start to turn, didn't you? I think there's a thing that happens in my face, you know, when that happens. And the idea of doing without any warning whatsoever. You and I know, because, you know, you're decline a call. Oh, I hope that's not important. I'll bet you it's confirming my, I'll bet you $1 that that's confirming my appointment with the internet people who are going to come and fix it, and I didn't take the call. That deserves this. Let's do a shout out to Jeff and Fanny and Sarah and Dawn and Sarah and Kathy and Misty and Sarah and Kathy and Kathy. If they were all different people, I'd have a bigger audience. Yeah, so the idea of doing without any warning on Law of Attraction Wednesday, the whole thing's a puppet show. You think that would get people in the group coaching program? You know, they're wanting to change their lives. They're really wanting the accountability. They're wanting all that the group coaching has to offer. And they just happen to come into the show, Law of Attraction Wednesday, and they're hearing that there's this group coaching thing, and they see a puppet show. Don't you think that they'd be like, how do I get involved with this guy? Because, unlike if they didn't know me. And it says, Bob Doyle from The Secret, answering your Law of Attraction questions. Every Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then a puppet show happens. Look, it would have the lessons. You know, we'd have Captain Ego, and I guess the only other oh wait, I got this guy too, with the invisible mouth. I'm sorry, that means everyone has to return to their seats. The party is just beginning. Oh, bye-bye. I keep forgetting that it says goodbye. Anyone still watching this? Because I don't know why you would be. I'm very excited about the music room over there. I just need a tripod, another one of the essentials I did not bring with me to this place. And then I've got this whole thing about live streaming ukulele and whatnot in that room with all the effects I want and the whole thing. It's just going to be grand. Oh yeah, I remember something I was going to tell you. So first of all, I have to do something. And it's just going to take a second. Here we go. Here we are again at the Bob Doyle Show Fan Arena. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it all happens, starting yesterday or whatever. I want you to go join this group. There's a link to it on this page. And now I'm going to give you a little bit of incentive. He said, in as much egocentricity as he could possibly muster. I think that what I'm going to do is that's where and only where I'm going to do live streaming of uke. Now, some of you are like, who are you again and why do I care about what you just said? Fine. Nice to meet you too. But you know, here's the thing. There's a reason I want to corral you all into this group. It's just more fun. It's just more fun than the page. There's interaction happening. Look, it's broadcasting the Bob Doyle Show live right now. So see, you could just bypass the Bob Doyle Show page completely. Just always go here. No, don't do that, because then the comments won't show up in the right place. Forget what I just said. But after the show, now look, we've got all the archives. This is the group now. All the archives of the old shows, and I know my screen's still stretched out. All the archives of the old shows, he said for the 6th time. But now we've got posts from you. You can initiate posts. Do you see what I'm saying? You can throw your creative hat into the ring. Get to know one another. That, every time I see that, it looks like I'm just digging into my nose, but I'm not. It's really just, I was just pinching my face. But it looks like I've just got my thumb crammed right up my nose. Doesn't it? Okay. So, join this group, and that's where I'll stream live ukulele. Okay, Loretta? Now, I know she's already joined. Most of you probably already have. Why wouldn't you? Genevieve. Genevieve. God, please, I want to know how to say your name. All right. So that's that. Whoops. There's me in the corner. Look, I'm going to pat my little head. You're a good little Bob. Thank you. You're welcome. Keep up the good work. I'm trying. Okay, but you got to get rid of that buzz. I know. All right, guess what? Okay, so see, now hold on a second. There's this conversation here. Dawn and I are going to do a video on Thursday. Okay. Sarah, we need to work on Friday's post. And Dawn sent me a message the other day that said something like, you don't know what can of worms you opened or whatever with the group. And then she said, Friday shows will, I don't know, never be the same again or something. And I don't know what she's talking about. And now, see, she's hinting it. She's hinting at it. So now, see, we all have to tune in on Friday to close this loop to see what Dawn and Sarah are up to. Is everybody clear about the whole ukulele thing? Like, I will only stream there. And look, it says it's not like it costs you any money to join the group. Have I got an overinflated sense of how much people want to hear me play the ukulele or what? I have got some kind of conversation in my head. I need to check that here.
That was ego.
Yeah, see.
That was ego.
Everybody have one of these? Everybody?
That was ego.
Let me show you something else. Here's kind of technology. You don't care, but I'm doing it anyway. That's what's so great about me. All right, so here's an alternate camera angle to what you're seeing right now. I'll put me over here in the corner again. Look, how cute is that? It's like he's watching the show. Yay! Yay! Keep going. This is great. Hold on. I love watching this show so much. Okay. It's fine. I'm going to let him keep doing that for a while. I am totally not doing that. So this is just kind of the look. I love bringing you behind the scenes. This is using the same technology that I'm using to stream the phone to the background. It's called NDI. And it applies to probably 0% of you. But it allows me to do fun stuff. See, like it's a whoa, webcam. This is my webcam from my other computer. It's sending a signal over the network as if by magic. Who's just stunned? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I can't count that high. There's too many viewers. Too many viewers. By the way, how would you like to be an official syndicate? Hello. How would you like to be an official syndicator of the Bob Doyle Show? Sounds impressive, doesn't it? It's really not. Well, here's the difference. Because really all it is sharing. You just share the freaking post. And then you're a syndicator. You know what syndication is, right? You're taking a stream of content and you're a person who distributes it among its circle, right? And that's what kind of sharing the show is about. Now, I know I'm taking a big risk asking you to share a show that I've basically put zero effort into the past 3 days because of my move. But hey, I'm just that kind of risk taker. But here's what makes you a syndicator and not just a sharer. A syndicator writes something about the share and sells it. Guys, if you're having a normal morning and you would like to not, click this link or something similar. By the way, I'll get it. That's a reflection of the light bulb of this umbrella, and it makes me a little crazy that happens. But what are you going to do? Windows are made of glass. Glass reflects. It's the way of the world. We can't change it. Or can we? This and other topics on the next episode of Too Strange to Talk About. So let's talk about it together on the floor with pillows and lights that change colors. We'll come up with an acronym for the name of the show. But we couldn't, we ran it through. That's the title that, look, you can't account for taste. All right, what's happening? So share with a wink and a smile. No, that's not enough. And then okay, let me think. Thinking this through, here's a fun thing for the group. You become a syndicator. So you share the show with a cell. A couple of sentences, whatever. Do it, and then post that, and then do a screenshot of that post. Or I guess you could share it, but I like the idea of having an archive of pictures. Of you sharing, of where you shared the post, and then you post that picture in the group. See, these are the types of fun activities we do in the groups. It's kind of like kindergarten. And couldn't we all use just a little bit more kindergarten? Is that true? Kindergarten's where it all started going wrong for me. I talked too much. I actually had my mouth taped shut once. I mean, it was Scotch tape. It was really lame. It came right off. I mean, all I gotta do is, lick it. But it was the idea that I talked so much in kindergarten that they had to tape my mouth shut. Then they came at me with the stapler. I was like, okay. Times were different back then. Cowbell. I need a cowbell. I don't know. I think that would be... I mean, how often would I actually hit it? It would be so loud. It'd be fun to have one right now if I could just cowbell, but whatever. Well, Sarah, I didn't say it effed me up. I just said it was where it all went wrong. How do they do that to you in kindergarten? I'm sure they can. I'm sure they can. You'd use more kindergarten and a book agent. Well, Chris, whatever do you mean? Why won't it let me share to my Facebook instead of individual people? Misty says, and I don't understand the question. Misty hit right post. See, and this is what community does. We're all helping each other. So look, here's my promise to you. Okay, this is the Bob Doyle guarantee. Starting next week, certainly by Monday, I'll have my act together, and there'll be a little bit more structure, a little bit more maybe prepared something, because I really understand that I've just come here and just talked for 30 minutes. But you know what? I got to do it. If I don't do it just because I don't have content or I'm not too busy, I'll get out of the habit. Bree, how are you? It is good to see you here. I have often wondered where you are in your journey. Let's see. Corinder, you didn't know I was live. Well, I am. And I've said your name. And now I've shown you on TV. That's right, this is on TV one day, somewhere. I was just thinking, this is so geeky, but it's Tech Tuesday, so I get to talk about this. Sure, let's go with that. In this next room, right, where I want to do the live ukulele stuff, I could put a monitor that would stream what's in here as I do the show, which basically means I have like an external monitor in there so I could be in another room still understanding what's happening on the show. Maybe even controlling it remotely. Guys, I'm a geek. There, I've said it. I hope we can all just find a way to accept that as a truth without too much judgment. I really shouldn't do that. I've been told that my whole life, right? Oh, don't crack your knuckles, they'll get huge. Okay, well, I'm 52. I've been cracking my knuckles since I was a whatever. They're the same as they always were. They're always like this. Oh, it doesn't happen until you're 53. And then it all happens at once. You're going to wake up one day with tennis balls. Where am I from? Ah, it's none of your business. Who are you? Geeks are hot. Let your geek flag fly. Amazing. How are you? Oh, I'm good. Bree, sorry, I noticed that was you. I'm good. Boy, a lot's changed since we last talked. But yeah, so I'm in Vegas now. Not Marina Del Rey. Bree helped me get set up with my payroll service. That's a bit of trivia. That's how I know her.
Okay, shall we go back to this now as we've got the last few minutes of the show? Hold on, where's Captain Ego? That's right, it's me, Captain Ego. So when people I haven't talked to in a really long time show up, I do the best I can to make Bob look like an absolute child. That's right. What's he doing with his life? He doesn't know. All I know is I'm controlling his mouth, and I always will. No, you won't. Yes, I will. See, you don't even have your own voice. Captain Ego, Captain Ego, Captain Ego, Captain Ego, Captain Ego, Captain Ego. Yep.
I've decided I don't want to do that anymore. You just used you platform called VidPresso. Wow, don't know what that is. Dina is here, and she's crying. See, I made her cry. Well, you know, look, I can't help the effect I have on women. Okay? I'm just being me. And if you cry, if you laugh, if you sigh, if you swoon, if you run, if you jump, if you exit the room. See, I tried to rhyme swoon with room. Did I get away with it? Because that's a stretch. All right, how about if I push the right buttons over here. Get ready to play the theme. Not yet. It's a little early. Sometimes I jump the gun. Sometimes I see that it's 3 minutes before, and somehow I've got in my mind that 3 minutes is going to do it. Nope. No, I've got it. We've still got we got a minute and a half together to just bask in the connection that I didn't get away with it. Crap. Well, Dawn, but see, no, you're a word. You know. You don't count. Everybody else, normal people, normal language, you know. I mean, come on. The people the stuff that people pass off as rhymes in poems, I have a thing about it. It's like listening to an out-of-tune instrument. Like, don't say it's a poem and then have this. If it's not gonna have a meter, great. Commit to that. But if it's gonna have a meter, if it's gonna have a rhythm, it better freaking work, and it better be consistent. And if you start with a rhyme scheme, please continue that. Look, every now and then you can throw in a word that doesn't rhyme. That is your artistic prerogative. I'm not gonna take that away from you. But you know, do it in a way that we understand that you do know what you're talking about artistically, not that you just don't know how to rhyme. That every single person in this room right now will thank you if you do that from this point on. See, as evidenced by the standing O I'm getting right now by everybody in this group, in this audience, in this room. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it again. We somehow filled a half hour. Anyway, next week I promise it won't be quite like this, and I can't promise that you'll enjoy it more, but I can only promise that it will in fact be different. So remember what to do to be a syndicator. Share, write something specific, take a picture, it'll last longer, post it in the group that you will join if you haven't already. I can't wait to see how this all unfolds.